I'm Goldman, and welcome to your free guitar tip of the week. Today we're going to talk about, I've heard it called a lot of things, but I've heard it called raking. So I like to use the term raking. And this is a technique that's used all over playing guitar, but it's very often used before bending a note or hitting a note. Now, all raking is taking your right hand and laying it across, here's the bridge of your guitar. We're talking way up in front of it, and what this does is it deadens all the strings. So if you rake across them, we've all heard like that raking sound, you know, should I stay or should I go? It's a raking sound, except we're not deadening the strings over here with this hand. We're using the palm of our hand, the side of the palm here. We're laying it down. Like I said, not too far back here, the notes are still going to come through. You want to really get it up real far forward, and then you're going to rake down. Now, the idea is, a lot of guitar players, I listen to them, they get a lot of this sort of, it sounds really kind of mechanical. They do a sort of a... it just sounds a little too mechanical, not real smooth. A lot of what adds like the little nuances is for example, all I did was I actually raked before I hit a note. I went. I raked these two top strings. I went dead, and I went. Or let's go to this. Let's go to our G string on the 5th fret. I would rake these top 3 strings with my palm here, and then let that note ring out. So it's that's slow, but fast. It's kind of almost all one motion, like a. But you hear that little before the note, so you hear a lot of. If you hear that, it's that little right before it that you're hearing. And I'm now raking every single note, and you don't want to rake every single note, but there are notes that you're going to want to pick clean, and then you're going to want to rake a note. I'm just, on this deal, I'm actually going all the way down every single string, the top 4, and I'm just hitting the note and putting tremolo on it, but that's a different, that's a new but real fast. I'm just, and what you're doing is you're learning how to lift this hand up right when you get to that note. So it's a timing thing. So it's a, no, I could just go, and I might, but I might go, and I've even heard it done real slow, like I've heard blues players just go, just kind of, you know, really drag that rake out, but you know, I threw it in there a few times so you can hear, you know. And I'm on an acoustic guitar, and this is really gonna be beneficial on an electric guitar, because the rake is really gonna thud out really loud, and it's gonna add a lot of style to bending notes, you know. In fact, I'm going to start giving these guitar tips on my electric so you can really get the full effect, but feel free to practice it on your acoustic or your electric, and add that to your repertoire. And you know, everything's about learning a lot of subtleties and smoothing out your whole overall guitar game. You know, if you don't take the little nuances and add them into what you're doing, you know, you'll hear guitar players that go, well, why does that guy have that edge on me? You know, how come he sounds so good and I seem to be plateaued? Well, it's a lot of little tiny things that guitar players do that change the way that we sound. So anyway, take that tip with you, and have a nice day, and until we meet again, I'm Goldman. I'm out of here. You guys have a nice day. Bye-bye.